Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to kind of create a sketch on just an example of what the data scientists actually do in terms of the technical work behind it. So the purpose of this video is just to show you a little snippet of what the data scientists do in one way and how to use Vizzy, the sketch mode, because this is a newly added mode to Vizzy, and it's very powerful if in case you want to present or like show a presentation to someone. It's always nice to have all these kind of like different visuals to lay out your message in a way. So let's just get started. So what the data scientists do. So the data scientists do, they collect the data. They do some preparation for this data, whether it's cleaning, manipulation, in terms of preparation. Then they do like some sort of feature engineering. Then they train the model and do some EDA, which is exploratory data analysis. Then whether they can create a dashboard or have like this trained model back to the API and have this API put it back in the productionized app. So let's just get started. It's a learning curve, and it's nice to know what they do, so understand it in just a fun way, I would say. So the first thing that they do is database. So that's one of the things that they do. They take the data from a database. What other things that they take data from? They could have an API. So we could have an API from like a globe or something from all over the internet. They look for data. What other sources? They could have logs or tables. So all these things they collect the data from. This is what the data scientists do. So let me just add a little, like a scientist. I can put it here. Let me just zoom out a little bit. Have this here, here, and here, and here's a data scientist. So the next thing that they do is they collect this data. So for instance, how do they collect the data? Let's see. See if we have some sort of collection data here. Let's see. So this looks like a filter, but we can use it as a collection or collect. This is what they do. They collect the data first. So the first thing that they do is, let me just use the arrow from here to here, and from here to here, and from here to here. So the second thing that they do is they prepare the data. So let me just count this a little bit bigger. We prepare the data. So the data preparation could be like anything. Preparation. We will call it cleaning and manipulation. Manipulation. And this is after they collect the data. So let me just make this a little bit bigger here. It's here, it's here, it's here. So after they collect, they prepare the data and manipulate the data. The second thing that they do something called feature engineering. feature engineering. Here, I'll add it right here. It's like scaling and adding features to the data. So feature engineering. Let me have this as a different color. And this from here to here. Let's see what's next. So the next thing that they do is split data to a training set and the test set. So we could have like a sticky note here to say, oh, after we do the feature engineering, we do something called split before features to training and testing data. The next thing is that they could do like some sort of EDA from this preparation. Like here, they could do like a data visualization. They could do some sort of pandas work and NumPy work, just to see like what's happening behind the data. Does this data have? Can we do like some sort of PCA, principal component analysis, to reduce the dimensionality of the data? So the next thing is um, this. This is a EDA exploration. Exploration or EDA, exploratory data analysis. So this is from this part here. The next thing that they do, like after doing this feature engineering and the preparation and the EDA, what they could do, they could train the model. They train the model. So let's see what we could add for here. This is a model from here, and we could add training the model. I got this as green. This is, as you can see, like it looks like a neural network where where from one node you could have like so many results. It comes to the best kind of the decision or output from the data. So this is after the feature engineering. Then we have an arrow from here to here. Then what you can do next is they could do like an maybe like a dashboard or something from this exploratory data analysis. So you could have it here as a dashboard. So the data scientists, what they do is it's not really conveyed through the training or test the data. They also do some sort of dashboarding and reporting as well. And this is could be after the EDA or training the model or anything like that. So after the EDA, what we could do is have this arrow from here to here and select. Then what we could do next is after training the model, we have to actually, after we train the model and make sure that our model, whether it's a logistic regression, whether it's a supervised, unsupervised machine learning algorithm, we have to put it back in the productionized API or like system. So we're gonna give it back to an API. Let's see if we have an API here. Maybe we could have this as an API. There's some sort of tutorial, but it could work as an API. Arrow from here to here. Then, as we said, having this API as a productionized system, we could publish the code or the model to an algorithm into an application. This pretty much would be like the back end of the data, or like the back end of the system. It's not a front end. So from this, you would kind of have like all these algorithms that run through the app, or all these machine learning models that run through the app in the back end. And after running through the API, it'd be like on the app. So let's have this here. Let me delete this. Looks like an app. From here to here. Application. So this is it. This is like a very brief, I would say, introduction. There's so much behind the scenes, but this is a very high level overview of what the data scientists do. You can do so much in between, have like a lot more processes, but this is a very high overview of what the data scientists do. There's like machine learning engineer, there's like a data analyst, there's like a data engineering, but this is for the data scientists, that what they could do, like some processes from here the data analysts do, and other processes machine learning engineer do. So this is just a quick overview of what Vizzy can do as well, like in sketch mode. And you could export this as well, whether as a SVG vector or PNG image. And let me show you that in just a second. So this is it pretty much. Pretty cool to use this, whether you want to present something or inform someone with something. So I hope you give it a try. It's very easy and simple to use. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much.